Uh, Good afternoon, everybody. Yep, I guess it's afternoon. This is different for me doing it on a Saturday, but I had to wing it because I didn't do it Friday because I got occupied, and Monday I didn't do it because I was extremely occupied. So let's get right to it. Today is Saturday. It's about 3:45 p.m. Today's, I think it's August 22nd. Let's go with that, August 22nd. So first of all, I'm gonna hit a few points. At the end or toward the end, I'm gonna try not to make it long, but toward the end, I'm gonna talk about Experian. That's my main thing. I want to get into the to personal credit. I also do business credit, but we're gonna talk about Experian. I'm letting people know that because I see that when people view my content, some people cut it off halfway before I even get to the real point of something that could be helpful to them. So let's get right to it. The EIDL still moving slow. I think as far as the EIDL, I think it might kind of get back in order shortly to funding. Seemed like it just took a break when that July 11th happened as far as the grants, even though that the loans are still actually available. It's slowed down a lot. My personal opinion is the fact that, again, when they need money, then they have to cry broke. You can't, like, it's hard to have money and then ask for money because you already have it, especially when people know that you have it. So you have to cry broke in order to get it. So the EIDL, I think personally, things are going to get back in shape probably after Labor Day because they have to come back, I guess, in session or such. I guess I believe the holiday is on the 7th, so maybe they might come back on the 8th of September, somewhere around there. Don't quote me on the exact date, but somewhere to that neighborhood. Also, by the end of September, they have to do their budget and everything. So it's going to get serious. They're going to put themselves in a situation where they're going to have to be forced to get things in order, meaning like the unemployment and everything, and meaning that the uncertainty, because there's uncertainty from the standpoint of, is it $300, is it $400? Now it's up to like 19 states that opted in to the government's executive order of $300, possibly $400. The states are supposed to throw in the extra $100. 19 states are in, but there's still states that are not in, and one of the states is this state, Illinois. Anybody knows me, I do. My focus is on Georgia and Illinois because I have a business in Georgia, and because I reside in Georgia a long time, and Chicago, Illinois. Had a business in Chicago, Illinois, but I still take residence in here and basically in both states, state to state. So as far as Illinois, I don't see any opt in as far as Illinois, as far as employment. Um, the FPUC is what I call it, FPUC, which is the unemployment. I don't see Illinois is opting in. Let me get off of that subject. So to the PPP, it is what it is. It's at its waiting period. Obviously, there's more focus on the PPP because of the simple fact that as far as the PPP, you have to uh, produce a lot of documents, and the main thing with the PPP is to make sure that the employees stay employed. Unemployment, I hit on that. We don't know what's going to happen. Still, like I said, don't expect anything till after, I don't know, I don't know. I'm really actually thinking the end of September. That's when I expect. In 2 months, and in 2 months, it should be retroactive. That should be $2,400 coming to you. Should be 300 times 4 weeks, 2 months. That should be $2,400 coming to you. Do not count on it. If you get it, it's extra. Treat it as a reserve, as savings. Maybe take the $400, do something special for yourself, and take the 2,000, put it to the side. This government and this system is not favored to you. So you need to protect yourself. Just through life, you have to protect yourself. So take the money and put it to the side. Now, let's go off into the Experian, not business. Let's do the personal. as far as the Experian personal, one thing that I can add real quick is I can give you a number to wipe off the inquiries. Real quick, the personal inquiry should be like between 2 and 5 points, depending on if it's a hard pull or a soft pull, but hard pulls should be somewhere between 2 and 5 points. If the SBA pulled your, if the SBA pulled you, then I've seen it reduce as high as 21 points when the SBA pull for the loans and such. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the number to Experian, because when you deal with Experian, the numbers that they give you are not real numbers. And if you notice, they'll just keep asking you questions over and over and over again, and then it hangs up on you. But this is a real number that I'm going to give you as far as deleting inquiries. So as far as Experian is concerned, not the other credit reports, but Experian, let's go with 877-284-7942. I'll slow it down. 877-284-7942. So I really actually shouldn't have repeated that. I should have just said it once, and then if you wanted to hear it because you missed it, you have to view and watch my viewing all over again, which makes my numbers greater. But I'm here for the people. Obviously, sooner or later I will be monetized. That's what I'm attempting to do, and I appreciate all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, press the button, press the thumbs up. It's helpful in my journey for this 365 days to monetize. And anybody knows me know I love a challenge, so I will be monetized. It will happen. So I gave you the Experian personal credit number as far as inquiries. Now, when you call that, you have options, but they're still going to put you through to a person. And even if you have a situation where you have multiple inquiries, like say like 20 inquiries or whatever. I mean, I've seen some situations where people had 20 inquiries. So even at 2 points apiece, that's 40 points. Think if you can erase them all. Now, I will say this. I had a lot of inquiries and I erased them all. That's the number that I got, that I gave to you. And before this podcast, before I started this video, I called and made sure that it still was going to transfer me to a person. So that number that I gave you is a valid number. That's a good number. You can actually get things done with that telephone number. So that's probably it as far as inquiries. My suggestion is that you get Experian, pay the $14.99 and such, and get the Experian on your telephone where everything comes through your phone. When that happens, I mean, life just gets so easy. The Credit Karmas and everything, their numbers are going to be off. And 2, 3, 5 points can really actually make a difference depending on what you're trying to really actually do. So my advice is that you just pay up and just do what you got to do. I mean, even the worst case scenario is if you don't want it anymore, you just cancel. But I mean, it's going to benefit you so well that it's going to be well worth it. So go to Experian and get the regular credit report, where it's $14.99. I told everybody, as far as the Vantage score, you can go to Experian Connect, and that's where you can get your Vantage score anytime you want it. And basically, that's probably about it. We'll see what happens. Everything will probably kind of get to a better state around or after Labor Day. So whatever you at or wherever you at in life, just stay still. Don't spend too much money, and just wait until after Labor Day. Enjoy the holiday when it comes and such. And that's all I got for today on the Saturday. Please press subscribe, and I appreciate everybody. Again, thumbs up. Dana Thinkers.